PayStore Transfer. This is a platform that has been around for years. I did my first video on it back in 2024 and it's still operating. This is a good option for people that want to use crypto to deposit and load a credit card. In the case it will be a virtual card, but it will allow you to spend crypto in real world with one of their many options that you can choose from. That's what we will explore in today's video, so let's dive in. With this platform you get two types of cards to choose from. So on the left you see the best card for anything. This is the ultimate card, that's what they call it. It allows you to secure purchase for both professional needs and also leisure activities from any location. This is a card for the common user, so if you're just looking to buy stuff online here and there, this is the one for you. If you go with the ultimate card, there's an interesting mechanic that you can use to your advantage if you're looking for a no KYC crypto card. So when you issue a card, you are able to spend up to $500 with it. Only after spending more, you will be prompted to show some KYC. Now, I'm not saying you should do this. Obviously, this goes against the terms and conditions of PayStore Transfer, but you could potentially open up different accounts as you need and keep on using those cards without needing to KYC yourself. The downside would be obviously the fact that you cannot go and spend over $500. If that's something you want to do, there's going to be better options for crypto no KYC cards on the market. And below in the description, you will be able to find the link for some other videos that I did covering those options, so you can see if it is a good fit for you or not. For power users, people who are looking to have dozens of cards to manage, maybe you have a team, you run an online business and you have teams working under you, people in the teams do need some cards, this will be the best option for you. Not only because you have variable packages, also free cards, but mainly 3% cashback when you are buying advertisement on Facebook, Google or TikTok. Not only you have 100 free cards, 3% cashback, but also the lowest amount of fees will be available with this subscription option. This is their flagship. There's no limit, unlimited number of issued cards, spends or deposits with a PST private subscription. But also do know that if you go with this option, there will definitely be need for you to provide some KYC. That's going to be demanded from you to have all of these perks. And how does this work? First, you need to sign up. Once you do, you get access to your dashboard. From here, you can see there are several accounts: USDT, Bitcoin, US dollar or Euro. In order to top up your account, you'll be able to use crypto, USDT, Bitcoin, or even the Ethereum mainnet. US dollar and Euro, these are fiat currencies, although they are shown here because after all, once you load up your card and use it in a regular basis, you might eventually come across with potential refunds that will be done in dollars or euros depending. The same goes when you use my referral link for issuing your first card. It will get you 100% cashback on the issuance fee for the specific card you choose, and that will be paid in USD. And of course, the cashback is also going to be made in dollars or euros. And you can use still all of the fiat funds to top up cards. Of course, you can also use the exchange function, as we will see later on, and swap that into crypto. But primarily, you will be topping up your accounts through cryptocurrencies that they support here in the PayStore Transfer platform. Then there's going to be the crypto options. Not only they have the USDT and Bitcoin available, but also if you top up account, you'll see there's more payment methods alongside this. So you can actually also deposit Ethereum on the Ethereum mainnet or USDT also on the Ethereum mainnet. Although this is probably the worst choice when it comes to gas fees on chain, you'll pay a bunch, especially if there's a lot of activity on chain when you are doing the transfer. Next best option will be the Bitcoin network, and the cheapest one when it comes to fees is the Tether USDT20 on the Tron network, TRC20. When you are topping up your account using USDT on the Tron network, this is also going to be pretty much instant, while on Bitcoin it can also take some time if the network is too busy. And that is just the nature of blockchain technology right now, so it has nothing to do with PayStore Transfer platform itself. They also have an exchange feature that you can find in your dashboard. This will allow you to trade anything from the funds that you have in these several different accounts. So there's accounts for dollar, euro, the fiat ones, then Bitcoin or USDT. You can exchange in between all of this. So I could exchange potentially this USDT to Bitcoin or back to fiat, to euros or dollars. And the same thing also applies if you have something in fiat, for example euros, you can also select that and exchange it to crypto in the shape of Bitcoin or USDT. It is definitely a handy feature, but also let me mention here that the platform PST Transfer is the custodian. So although you have a Bitcoin dedicated wallet that you can top up, you have a wallet address, and the same thing goes for USDT, but this is still not your wallet because you don't have the keys for it. So use this as you would use any other hot wallet, not your keys, not your wallet. So deposit as you need. That would be my advice to you. You can also withdraw your funds whenever you want, and you'll have two options. You can actually move funds to other PST account or to an external address of the wallet. So if you want to take your money out of the platform, you can also do that and send it to another Web3 wallet, for example. And that's the case here that I'm showing you. I would just have to paste here my Tron wallet and it should be good to go. There's an info note here: withdrawal of funds to external USDT wallet takes up to 14 days. Now once you have funds in any of these accounts, you can use it, even your Bitcoin account, to load specific cards. Alternatively, you can go and manually also issue one of these two types of cards that you can choose from. For everyday spending, you gotta go with this one. Then you'll have three types of tariffs. Tariffs will be a reoccurring cost. You can get it as low as $9 per week or $16 per month. The best deal will be annually, since this tariff comes with a 45% off discount. So this is going to pretty much depend on how often or how long do you want to be using the card. If you're going to use it long term, annually is going to be the best way, of course. If you're just aiming to use it for short periods of time, maybe you want to look for a monthly or weekly tariff. Like I said before, if you are more of a power user, if you're looking to have several cards, in this option you can get to choose a tariff, anything in between extra small to large, depending on the amount of cards that you want to manage. Also, depending on the chosen tariff, you'll have different deposit fees and different percentages of cashback that you can get when paying for advertising services. There's going to be different types of cards for different types of social media channels. This is a universal card, but there's specific ones for Facebook, for example, this one, for Google, TikTok. So the card by default has no KYC verification. Only after you spend $500, then they will ask you for KYC. But of course you can go around this, create a new account and keep on doing that same thing. Although this is not advisable, and if issues do arise, they can cancel all of your accounts. But once you submit your KYC, your deposit limit will allow up to $5,000 per month, and you can also have up to 5 cards. This is achieved by sharing your passport or ID card number. If you provide them with a selfie of you holding these documents, for example, the passport or your ID card, you will get unlimited deposits and up to 1,000 cards. So this is for power users. If you like the platform, if you are willing to use it quite a lot, maybe you have your own business, this is going to be a good option. When you're topping up a card, the most efficient method is USDT, as it is instant. This is because of the nature of the blockchain. Bitcoin takes a little bit more time, and also Ethereum. So the fastest one will be Tron, and that's why USDT here will be virtually instant. Also, when it comes to fees, when you're talking about cryptocurrency top-ups, there's not going to be extra fees unless you are depositing in the shape of USDT and less than $50, then you'll get a $5 fee. And the same also does apply for Bitcoin deposits. If you deposit Bitcoin less than $1,000 worth of it, you're gonna get a $10 fee as well. If you are topping up your account through a bank transfer, there's going to be a 1% transfer commission. And this is what I was telling you about. Card top up from the account balance is instant. And the same goes for topping up your account balance with USDT, while Bitcoin deposits do depend on the current Bitcoin network congestion. And that is just something you cannot work around, because it is something that is completely tied to how Bitcoin network works. If at any moment you want to transfer your funds out from your PST account, there's not going to be any commission applied, and it will take up to 12 hours depending on bank's requirements. If you have multiple cards, it is also possible to transfer funds between them, and if you do that, funds will be credited to a new card with a same fee as a regular top-up. And also be aware that transfer operations with cards from other banks are not supported. So if you want to send funds from one card to another, you can do that as long as the card is issued here by PayStore Transfer. One of the biggest perks of these cards is that there are no limits. Once you go and pass KYC, you can use this to spend over $10,000 payments. Now, before wrapping it up, let me also point out the biggest drawback that this card presents, in my opinion. You cannot bind it with Apple Pay or Google Pay accounts. Although this is something potential, they state it could lead to your card being deactivated. I mean, I never tried it, but it's better be safe than sorry. If you're looking for a crypto card to bind with Apple Pay or Google Pay, there are many other options in the market that allow you to do that. And since that can be a potential issue here, I did want to point this out because I do know that plenty of people do off-ramp their crypto in that way. So this is definitely very important information that I couldn't avoid to share with you. If you think the card is a good fit for you, follow my referral link. I will also leave there a promo code that you can use when issuing your first card. It will get you 100% cashback on it. You can then access that cashback in your account, and then you can use it as usual to load the card, do your business. And this is it about the PayStore Transfer card. It's a good platform. It has been working non-stop, flawless for me. So if you're looking for a way to cash out crypto, use it in real life, you might want to check it out as well. You also have the no KYC loophole that I mentioned, up to $500. It's going to get you no KYC. It's a bit limited, of course, because you cannot spend more than $500. And you'll have to open a new account if you want to keep on loading a card with crypto but without KYC. So that's definitely the downside of it. But again, that's a loophole and I don't advise you to do that, of course. For more information, they do have some FAQs that I will leave a link down under in the description for your convenience. So go check it out. It will likely answer any of your questions you still might have about this type of cards. That being said, guys, I'm going to wrap this one up. If you have any questions, you can also hit me up in the comments. I'll get back to you. If you enjoyed this type of content, like and subscribe for more. Thank you for watching. I'm going to wrap this one up. Take care, keep exploring crypto, and I'll see you on the next one.